these first 3 months have been about learning what I don't know that I don't know. You know, Now, the kicker for that one is I haven't told anybody about my YouTube channel. That's not you on there. That's not you that you're listening to. At least in your own head, that's not what you think you sound like or look like. Okay, 3 months on YouTube. And what I don't know, or what I didn't know for these 3 months, and still what I don't know, is what I'm going to talk about today. I wanted to try to hit the 3 month mark, maybe the 6 month mark, and we'll go from there and see how I'm doing on YouTube with all of this. But I'm going to start with a few things that I do know, or I did know when I started. This isn't my first YouTube channel. Overall, I'm a volleyball coach, so I actually have two channels, one for my high school team, one for my club team for volleyball. So, but that's not me on it. That is me posting, games for them. And then I have one for my business. And I haven't actually posted on there for a few years. I need to get back on that because I haven't paid any attention to that channel. So I have had a channel before. I know a little bit about, how to upload the video, how to set it up in general. Obviously, there's more details, when you're actually trying to run a channel for every week or, get something posted and get some consistency going, that you need to be able to set it up properly. So still learning some of that. Didn't do too bad getting going. So it is kind of daunting the first time you do it, though. I know it took me a while to get started. So this getting this channel set up wasn't too bad. Didn't take too long to do that. Also, I know a little bit about video and lighting and things like that. Not a lot, but I have, let me just say, I have people that know about that I can learn from. My husband used to be in video production. It's been a long time ago, though, so things have changed a whole lot since then. But, general principles and things. And then I have a daughter and a daughter-in-law that are both photographers. And so they really know a lot about, lighting and that kind of stuff. So I can ask them. Now, the kicker for that one is I haven't told anybody about my YouTube channel. Matter of fact, I don't even know if they know about the other ones that exist, the volleyball and stuff. I just haven't told anybody, but I haven't told anybody about this channel. My husband knows, obviously, he's in the videos. I haven't told any of my kids, haven't told any of my friends, haven't told any of my players, nothing. Nobody knows. And that is one of the strategies that I saw when I was researching YouTube videos and, how I wanted to set the channel up. I decided that I wanted to do it where I didn't tell anybody, and anybody who found it organically, that's how I wanted it to be found. So we'll see how long it goes. I'll let you know when family and friends and stuff start finding it. But anyway, right now, nobody knows about it. So those are a few of the things that I did know when I started. Like I said, very few. I didn't know much, but I knew enough to be able to get on. The things I don't know are a little more extensive. Right now, okay. Hello, my name is Destiny. I always forget to introduce myself. So I'm Destiny. This is my channel, Forever Retiring. And the reason that is because I'm over 50, as you can tell. Retiring, being self-employed is not something that is really on the radar. So forever retiring is what we will be doing. We will be working and bringing in income our entire lives. So things that I don't know or didn't know when I started the channel. I'm going to start with why I wanted to start the channel, because that's going to, if you're thinking about a channel, you need to kind of at least think about why are you wanting to start it. And I had a few reasons. I obviously, like everybody else, you're watching YouTube all the time now. And I get a lot of education out of YouTube from young people, older people, doesn't really matter. Being self-employed and, we hand make our items. Obviously I want to get on there, and I'm very crafty anyway. So I'm always watching other makers and how they run their businesses and how they make their products, and trying to get ideas from them and shortcuts on how to, do this, that, or the other. And that's been very helpful to me. And I want to give back, and be able to do some of that as well. If that's the direction the channel is to go in, which is a whole nother thing. So anyway, education, entertainment from other makers, from, obviously news sources, all kinds of stuff you can get on YouTube. And I do. YouTube is probably one of the main things that I watch. And I wanted to be able to start looking into giving back on that. Watching the other makers on YouTube, I not only enjoy watching their products and how they make their products and how they sell their products at markets or things like that, but just their day. They'll post how their day goes, and I enjoy watching that. And sometimes I'll just put it on while I'm working, and it's in the background. Sometimes I'm paying attention, sometimes I'm just listening, but I do enjoy that, so as an entertainment portion as well. So I'm wondering, is that just posting my day? Is somebody just wanting to see how that goes and put it on in the background where they're working, and get little tidbits of education while we're going on that too? I don't know. We'll find out. So, but that's a few of the things that I enjoy from that. Now, obviously, if you're going to put a lot of work into a YouTube channel, um, you probably are doing it for a little bit to try to get monetized as well. Yes, I would say that is part of why I'm doing it too. I have no expectations that it's going to blow up and go crazy, and you know bring in a ton of money. That's not really it. But to be able to maybe eventually get monetized and be able to bring in some extra money would be really nice. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing, even when, like I said, for my volleyball teams, I do their social media. So I take clips of the games and I put them together. I like to edit and do that kind of thing. So, I, you know, that's what for this channel as well. I'm not sure. Am I going to do edited videos? Which, if you've seen some of the ones I've posted so far, yeah, I've done some editing and stuff on them. Some of it's not great, some of it's okay. I'm trying to do it in a timely manner as well, so not spending a lot of time on it. But I do enjoy the process, and so I want to be able to do that as well. Do I want to do videos that are more like this, where I'm just going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation and talk about things? Minimal editing. Now, I can tell you that my videos will never be just, I'm going to sit down for 15 minutes and we're just going to talk it out, because I can't do that with my friends without, getting sidetracked on a squirrel, and, getting distracted and all of that. So my videos will always be edited somewhat. Those are some of my whys. And when I decided to go ahead and start with YouTube, I didn't want to wait until I was comfortable on camera. I didn't want to wait till I had a whole plan laid out, that I knew exactly where I was going to go to. I know there was going to be some time I was going to need to adjust to getting comfortable on camera and learning all the ins and outs, as even just to function on YouTube, not to get, like, great on it. So that's what these first 3 months have been. They have been that learning curve, that getting used to being on camera, hearing yourself talk, hearing yourself, seeing yourself on camera. Because I can tell you right now that, when you first do that, that's not you on there. That's not you that you're listening to. At least in your own head, that's not what you think you sound like or look like. So that takes a little getting used to. Watching other YouTubers, I did learn that it doesn't take any like big equipment to get started. So I grabbed my iPhone, which is a 15 plus, and a tripod that I already had, because being a volleyball coach, I set up and take videos of my girls. So I already had the tripod. So I just took those two things and started. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to go ahead with what I had. I'm sure, and I even had these little microphones, because we use them on our volleyball. We do media day and stuff like that. So I had little mics. So that's all That's all you need, and they're cheap. I didn't spend a lot of money, so you can do that too. Again, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what part of my life am I going to put out there on YouTube. Is it going to be the volleyball part? Am I going to talk about coaching? Am I going to do training videos on volleyball? Is it going to be the self-employed part? Am I going to do the products that we use, how we make them, how we sell them, different markets, anything to do with self-employment. Did I want to go that direction? I'm also over 50. I'm obviously not going to retire. We're self-employed. That's just not going to happen. But, do we talk about the things that are happening to the over 50 crowd, and what life is like when, your kids are grown and out of the house and they have families of their own. So I didn't have a plan, and I still don't have a plan. So right now, if you can tell, my content is just all over the place. I have a little bit of all of that, and that's fine. Right now, that's fine, because these first 3 months have been about learning what I don't know that I don't know. You know, you know, finding out all the things that I need to learn on the back end. Analytics, learning how to research different topics and find value to give to you guys in the way that I can. Any kind of help that I can give you guys, just from my life experience, I would like to do that. And I'm not sure what direction that's going to go. You all are going to be a big help in determining that, of what kind of value that I can give you there. So, when you subscribe to my channel, if you see different things from the videos I've already posted, or that I will post here in the future, and there's things that you like or that you want to know more about, leave comments about it. That's going to help me give a direction to this channel. And I don't want it to just be out there forever and going in all the different directions. I would like to be able to have it niched down a little bit and give you the value that you're looking for, not just lots of filler stuff. Just because I like to shoot videos or edit, no, I want to be able to eventually get to the point where I'm giving you guys what you would like to see. So that's going to help a lot if you can do that. But there's so much that I still don't know about, how to run this channel. And hopefully over the next 3 months, I can learn a little bit more. So definitely subscribe if you want to keep up and figure out if I figure any of this stuff out. And if you all can help me, that would be fantastic. At this moment, I have only 12 videos up, and I have, I think, 6 subscribers. Again, like I said, my family and friends don't know about this channel. So um, when they find out, I will keep you updated on that too. I'll let you know as they start finding out. And I'm sure once one of them knows, it'll probably, spread a little faster. So I have 6, which I'm so thankful for. I don't know who it is, and I don't know why you're watching. I would like to know, so leave comments on that. I have, I think, out of the 12 videos, only one of them has almost 50 views. So like 47 views, I think, is what I have at the most. Everything else is like 7, 10, 20 something, whatever. And like I said, that's fine right now. That's not what that was for. Those videos were for me getting comfortable, and getting through this process of getting started. So hopefully in the next few months, and coming up on the year mark, I'll have a little better handle on how this is going to go. So if you want to follow along, that'd be great. SEO is another thing that I'm still trying to learn, and I got a feeling that'll be forever trying to learn. I know a little bit about it, having products that have a website and that we sell on, and you have to learn how to do a little bit of SEO for that. But I got a feeling that YouTube SEO and for content and channels and things like that is a little different. So that's another thing I don't know that I don't know. And I will forever be learning and doing some more research on that as well. Other things that I don't know is, how long should the videos be? I think I really want to focus on long form content and not do shorts and things. Watching other videos, I've heard that I've heard that mixing the shorts and the long form could be a little problematic, and I can see why. Because if people find you because you've done some great short form things and some shorts and gotten those out there and gotten people's attention, well, I don't think people that watch shorts really care that much for watching the long form stuff. And I don't think the people that watch long form really are going to watch a lot of the shorts. So it might be a little distracting on the channel, a little disjointed on that. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go, and I'm just trying to pick a lane and find out if that's the lane that works. So those are the things that I don't know. Some of those things, and even on the long form videos, how long is long form? Should it be 5 minutes? Should it be 7 minutes? Should it go 20 minutes? Do I have to do an hour? um all those things, I don't know. So right now, my if you watch my videos, that the 12 that I have up, they range, I think, anywhere from 4 or 5 minutes to maybe 14, 15 minutes. So right now I'm just trying to put out whatever value that I have for that particular subject or content that I'm trying to get, and not just stuff it full of stuff that I don't think you want to watch. So if it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. If it's 12, it's 15, whatever. That's what it is right now. But I would like to know, long form wise, what's best or what's expected, or, you know, I don't know. That's just some of the thoughts I've got on that. Along with the editing, I have to figure out too, do I want to continue to do um, highly edited videos, B-roll, all that stuff in there, which, like I said, I enjoy doing. Obviously takes a lot more time. Or do I want to do videos like this where we just kind of sit down and have a conversation? Not going to happen without little edits, like I said before, because that's just not something I'm capable of doing. Just sitting down and talking for 15 minutes and not having to have to edit it. That's just not me. So I will still have edits in my videos, but do I, don't want to throw in all that B-roll and be sure I'm getting different angles on the more that I don't know. I don't know where I want to go with that. I got a feeling it's probably going to be somewhere in between, that we're going to have a mixture of both kinds of videos. Um, so that's still more about what I'm learning as this goes on. So if you, there's going to be so much more. But I just wanted to touch base over these first 3 months, and if you want to follow along and see if I can figure this out over the next, well, I want to do another update at the 6 month mark. So, definitely, if you want to follow along, subscribe, and leave some comments, and that'll help me find some direction on this. But I'm hoping to know more in the next 6 months. Also, that's also going to start getting me into my crazy season for my business. So that's going to be curious to find out how I can manage keeping up with the videos, as well as run this business during Christmas time. So follow along and we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching.